what's up? Today is 1 second. Alright, what's up guys? Today is 4th August. 4th August 2025, and it's 2:19. Before we start, I did buy our 100k funded, and we're currently trying to pass it. Today is the first actual trading day for it. I bought it, I think, on Friday, or was it Saturday? I bought it on the 1st of August. And yeah, we're going to see if we can pass it. I will be trading MNQ and MES, so it's just micros, because the max contracts I can trade is 10. So I'll rather trade it on MNQ, and if the setup is very strong, I'll probably do it on NQ or ES, like the normal one. The macros, right now I'm trading minis. I did take one trade, that's why you can see over here. Where is it? Here, we're at $122 up. The trade did take under 15 seconds. The reason for that was because I thought I was trading on the practice and I ended up entering, and the second I realized, I closed. And if you can see over here, this is what it was. It was a bearish into the sell. Luckily it was a win. It was the P&L was 122. Trade set upgrade. It was basically a C. I had no reason to enter. I was just trying to get familiar with it on the practice, but that didn't happen. Ended up entering on the main. So when I did do it, I came here and I did start a new journal for funded. The other one was rotor funded. This is just funded. Today I accidentally entered a trade on my TopStep evaluation account, while I thought I was on the practice account. The moment I realized, I closed the trade immediately. It lasted only 30 seconds. Thankfully, I closed it out 122 in profit. But that's not the point. This mistake taught me a crucial lesson. I must always double check which account I'm trading on before executing. It was careless error and it could have gone the other way. So I'll treat this wake up call to stay fully aware and deliberate with every action on this platform. Overall, I'm happy I ended in a 122 profit. I like the way this is set up. The way you can see how much you made on each day, and the weekly outlook as well. Yeah, the contract was 10. I entered 10 contracts max. And I think that's what I'm going to be doing from now on. I'll be entering 10 contracts and then taking 5 contracts off at 50% of the trade. Okay, it's already 22. Let's quickly analyze. I did mark out all the times I needed over here. So we are bullish on the weekly, but we could see a retracement into here, which I would want. On NAS, we are anticipating a reversal back into this fair value gap, or even lower into equilibrium. Daily we're bearish. We broke structure to the downside. We broke structure over here. Break a structure right there. Could come fill in this this inefficiency. Or we could create a fair value gap and continue to the downside, but I am bearish, strongly bearish, so I want these lows to be taken and even further low. Alright, 4 hours. 4 hours we can make a retracement back into this equilibrium range. Equilibrium's over here. So we could see a retracement back into this fair value gap, or even this inverse fair value gap over here. But 4 hours is bearish as well, just making a retracement. 1 hour, let's mark out highs and lows. That's a high. That's a fair value gap. Change that to purple so I know. That's a high. That's a high. I mean, yes, it's a fair value gap, but I'll leave it as a high for now. That's a high as well. Okay, in terms of lows, we got that low. I also do need to analyze ES. Got that low, and that low. Yeah, I don't really think we're going to get a good trade-off today, but I guess we're going to have to see. Mark out these extreme lows, those two. Okay, in terms of sessions, I did change my session indicator. Okay, London high got taken under low and Asia low is still in play. Just like that. And this is the previous new PM low. The reason I marked out 3 lines, I got mark out that high as a session high of previous London. And that's it. Alright, let me tell you why I marked out 3 lines. From 12 o'clock to 2:30, this is all pre-market. And pre-market, I've started trying to look at what it does, and then from 2:30 to 5 is when I trade. And then 5 to, I forgot what time, that's New York lunch, and then after that is New York PM session. So we're about to start New York session. Let me quickly analyze US. ES, what am I saying, US? I'm seeing bearish movement. These lows are definitely going to get taken this week. Maybe not today, but this week, definitely. Daily, bearish, we broke structure already. We haven't swapped that low yet. Let's just jump straight to the 1 hour. I know the 4 hour is bearish as well. 1 hour is showing bullish momentum. That's an hourly high, hourly high, hourly high, and hourly high. And then we'll look for sessions higher than low. Let's mark out all the lows first. There we go. I mean, there's not really much hourly lows here. It's just a whole move up. Sessions. London low, Asia low, still both there. London high got taken, Asia high got taken. London and Asia high got taken, yeah. Yeah, so I'll still keep it right here. From 5 till 6 is New York lunch, and then from 6:30 to, wait a second. Basically 9 is New York PM, and then Asia sessions from 1 till 5. This is all AM, and then 7 till 10 is London session, and then New York pre-market, New York session, AM session. That's where I trade. We could even come sweep out this high and then continue to the downside. Let's mark out this session high. 1 second, 10, 15, 10, 20, let's say 10, 20, and 10, 40, 20 and 40, 10, 20, 10, 40, 10, 20, 10, 40. This has gone lower, else the other one's gone higher. That could be considered an SMT. Actually, it was 10, 40. Mark out 10, 40. That's 10, 40 high. Actually, I'll mark out 10, 40 got taken. 10, 40 here. It's about to get taken. Actually, market's just open. I was going to say I thought that was an SMT. The market's just opened. Let's see what it wants to do. Just want to know, just make sure I'm on the right account. That's not 1 minute, so I'm confused for a second. Only high left is the one all the way up there. Well, this, the high was there, just took it. Actually, we haven't taken it yet. We just make equal highs. Oh no, we took it. Ideally, I want this high to be taken, or we're not looking, or we're not trading today. I'm just not gonna throw away my trading rules and plan, only because I'm not live, but evaluation phase now. I feel like if I do that, then there's no point of me getting there and buying the funded if I'm just gonna blow it from nonsense. I think it's an SMT. Low, high. Wait a second. 12, 15, 1. 12, 15, 1. Low, high, low, lower. That's a SMT right there. Actually, this right has an SMT as well. It's an SMT. That's an SMT. And the targets are that high. And 12, 15, 1. 12, 15, 1. Obviously, we're going to have to wait until we sweep this high and tap into this fair value gap. This over here is an hourly fair value gap. This whole area right here, we can get rid of that. I'm going to just mark it out. gonna have to sweep this. Otherwise, what time was this? This was Friday, 1 o'clock. What the hell's happened? Where's my analysis? Okay. Friday, 1 o'clock. You could make an SMT off this high right here. The price takes this high, but on ES it doesn't take the high. See if it makes an SMT. The price doesn't come. I mean, yeah, we're definitely going to take this high over here. But the price doesn't come take this high. Actually, it probably will. Price doesn't come take this high. Then it's in bearish SMT. Actually, I want to take this high. Oh yeah, just remind you there's no news today. No news Monday. There's new PPI, PMI tomorrow, and unemployment claims on Thursday. So Thursday I'm not trading. Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, I don't mind trading. Thursday's the only day I won't be trading. I mean, unemployment claims is at 1:30, but gotta stick to the rules. We tapped into that 1 hour fair value gap. Still haven't taken the high over there. We did take this high though. I really wanted to go a lot deeper in, because this on the 1 hour is barely anything of a tap-in. And yes, at the end of the day is a tap-in, but come on. Let's make it to this 30-minute fair value gap, mark that one. At least make it to that high. The way I'm coming today, I don't want to trade unless the price gives me undeniably a beautiful entry. Because I'll be damned if I lose this account, because I want to enter anything and everything. We most likely will take this high with the amount of pressure we have. This could be considered an order block. So bullish movers could be considered an order block. Well, let's be honest, price is most likely going to take that high. That's which I want. Mark out equilibrium of this. Equilibrium's all the way up there, so past the 1 hour fair value gap. So a lot of lines on the screen. And guess what? This is where equilibrium is. If we want to continue off this fair value gap, tap in. That would be a nice place to continue off of. Could consider this whole move. Consider off this high. Equilibrium already got tapped into. We're deep inside equilibrium. So considering off that high. Well, ES equilibrium is that's the equilibrium range for ES. We are inside equilibrium at the moment. See where within equilibrium, so we can get rid of it. This way within equilibrium as well, we can get rid of it. But if we push past this high, and if you come on the 4 hour, actually no, let's go on the hourly. Look at that hourly, we made a high, lower high. Over here we made a high, higher high. Irish S&T for now. And this price comes and takes that high. This has the potential to be a good day, but at the same time, until it gives me something concrete. This can still push higher. Yeah, most likely going to take that high. Come too close, once I get rid of that. Price most likely will take it. Yep, I took it. We're within the hourly and 30-minute fair value here. Could make this smaller and consider it as only the 30-minute. Even though I know it's an hourly fair value gap as well. Price has come way too close for it not to want to come take that high. Could just get rid of that. And that's not a SMT. This was a strong SMT right here. This SMT was made during pre-market. I mean, ideally when this high gets taken, should be looking for shorts. Because if you come on the 1 hour, the next actual high is all the way up here, but I did mark this one out. I shall mark this one out as the open to the fair value gap on the hourly. And that high is going to get taken. Next ideal high, it's not that, it's going to be that all the way up there, wouldn't it be? Actually no. Got a tiny high right there. I'm going to get rid of this SMT, because we don't really need it. Get rid of this high, really sucked that one. About 30-minute fair value gap as well. Got that 15-minute fair value gap. If we pass 50%, I'll move this to over here and consider a 15-minute fair value gap. Not for now. Still in that range. This is making its way up to that 30-minute fair value gap, the two 15-minute fair value gaps. Reach 50%, we change it to the 15-minute fair value gap, same as. Change that to 15-minute. I want to make the fair value gap smaller and smaller because having a massive fair value gap is it's not ideal. Move that there. That's basically the hourly high that was targeting. We are within equilibrium of this trading range, aren't we? Yeah, well inside it. One second. Let's mark out this whole range. Equilibrium will be at that purple high. Just remember that purple high is equilibrium. In terms of this, equilibrium will be a bit further, higher up. So if we reach that next blue, just know we're within equilibrium, yeah. We just gotta wait. I'm looking for sells. High time frame saying bearish movement. I mean, hourly did technically break structure to the upside. 4 hour hasn't broken structure to the upside. It's just a retracement back into that 4 hour fair value gap. We are within that 4 hour fair value gap as well. Daily bearish as well. I feel that's just going to come fill up. If it comes back up to that blue line, sales will be beautiful, honestly. Or we could even come back into this daily order block. But I'm looking for sales. And if we go here, this is still an optimal area to sell off. Of this candle closes strong, and then we leave this for a belly gap, so we can inverse it real quick. If we create an SMT here, I'll be so happy. So we make a low, a high, and then a low. Over here we make a high and then a high, high, high. Oh my days, I'll be so happy. That will just give me the cherry on the top. We'll have London and Asia session, London and Asia session lows, if I'm correct. Yeah, London and Asia. Wall Street opens higher following Friday's dramatic sell-off. I mean, this is probably the manipulation and then distribution, hopefully. Oh yeah, I've started using fib. So, see how that goes. I haven't really back tested it that strongly, but I have back tested it a bit and it proves to be reliable and helpful. Now I'm just gotta be patient. Hopefully we got deeper into this 30-minute fair value gap. Kind of gone deeper into this one. Could even continue to go higher, targeting these highs. I mean, even if I was looking for buys, not entry opportunities. So I'm just going to stick to my original bias of, ooh, this could be making the high and then the low, whilst this makes the high and then the high. Well, we can't really predict, we just gotta react. That's crazy, how much did it move? Market opened, it's moved. Oh my, they just moved so much. Could even disrespect this and continue higher. This candle closes in 4 minutes. So we don't close a bit bearish, like with a big, not big wick, but a good enough wick, then might be a bit of a problem. Houston, we got a problem. Thing is, this next candle that's opening, the next hour candle, could push up, go into equilibrium on this purple line, tap into this other hourly fair value gap, and then close even lower, like closing this 30-minute fair value gap. So you never know. No bearish candles since 225. Not sure, 257. It's been around like 40 minutes or less. Maybe no trading day today. And that's good. Why? Because that's the day longer we have this. Or should we just full port right now? Let me know, guys. Full port. I'm joking. If we come to 50%, we'll mark out this 15-minute I-FVG. Let's go on the hourly. Hourly closes in 1 minute. Let's see if it disrespects it. Or 2 minutes. If we come up here, take out these highs, could be stronger sell-offs. At least for a 1 to 3 sell-off, because this is overextended. Even with this big move here, it came lower. This somewhere around here we could have caught 1 to 3. The fact that we have these lows here, these two, all of these orders, this is where I want price to eventually get to. I mean, not good for my portfolio. I need to start taking profits and moving it into others where I'm profiting off. I think I talked about this last video. I need to move my investments into things that are profiting whilst this is declining, so that once it takes out those lows, I could re-enter, put the money back in and be in profit than holding it. It's going to get disrespected very soon. Let's reach that 15-minute. I'll change in a second. Let me just get rid of this one. Yep. I got disrespected. moving into that hourly 15-minute. We're just going to tap into that. Look at that. We've got no market. Oh my days, there's my entry. We got a breaker structure. Oh. We got a breaker structure. Fair value gap somewhere in here, tap in. Went to the lower time frame, call the sell down. I don't know what price action is doing. It seems like no trade today. And if people caught trades today, so confused. They must have entered it early off this, either this SMT. If I saw that SMT early, SMT would have been on here. So we made a low and then a high. Also, we made a low and then a lower low. So this is a trailing. We've got this family fair value gap right here. Onto the 1 minute. Absolutely atrocity over here. We've got this breaker structure with a 1 minute fair value gap. What do we get? Got a tap in. Strong bullish close out there. Stops at that low. Oh my days, really got taken out. I've put it a bit away from it. That could have been a trade. Well, the fact that we're all the way up here. Okay, we got a tap in finally. Look at that 1 hour fair value gap. Anything else? Are you going to consider this an hourly order block? I don't know. There's the move up. Consider that a sweep. And then the breaker structure. I really think I tap into that yet. So that fair value gap is strong. We even have this inverse up here. Chances of trading today, slim to none, and that's okay. I might have missed the move, but at the same time I only catch 1 to 3, so that move's basically never actually gone, if you think about it. Oh yeah, from now on I'm not going to do the not trade recap, the psychology recap for days I don't trade. So it's either win, loss, or break even. So the days I don't trade, like I don't enter a position, I won't be trading it. No, not trading it, but I won't be journaling it because it's going to take up too much space for it. I have to make 6k, and I can't have one trade that's 50% of the profit, so I can't have a trade that's 3k basically. Don't get why it says 20 contracts even though I entered only one. And it took me 14 seconds in and out for me to realize. And you know how quickly I got out of there, even though price kept dropping. I think I entered somewhere, I won't even see it, but it's further. I entered on Friday, and I was like, oh my days, get me out of here. Price did end up pushing even lower, like a lot lower, and I could have made at least 1,000, but I was like, nope, I'm not involved. Oh, we could carry an inverse off this. And hopefully an SMT with NAS where this makes a lower low, or this makes a higher high, so that we tap into one of these POIs. That'll be a clean SMT on the 5 minute. And we did come into equilibrium of this range. 4 hour, we'll be considering this whole range. So let's go 2 hour. Alright, 2 hours, still this range. And we're deep inside equilibrium with this fair value gap area. So it's a whole multiple time frame inefficiency. And we've basically inversed this fair value gap will become lower. We did create almost an inverse on NQ as well, but this is looking a lot stronger. Tapped into a high time from POI. I wanted to fully. So right here it's going to be the fair value gap I'm looking at. Why? Because we got this strong move up, strong move down. It's basically a BPR. Let's change that to what's in the middle of both of them. Should we say yellow or orange? Change it to green. I want this to make a higher high. Possibility to still move higher from here. As we did take this high, could be looking for a reversal. Got this 5 minute inverse and the 1 minute BPR. We got a strong bearish close out of there. I'm entering. And there's US 500. Tapped into equilibrium. Let's see if we tapped into still yet to tap into 79% extension. And fully inverse this. That's the problem. This 1 minute fair value gap right here. Tapped into equilibrium. Not tapping yet. We tapped into 79% extension. If we get a strong bearish close out here, I'll be happy to enter. And go to that, we tapped into that, we tapped into equilibrium. Things we have this higher time frame POI, we tapped into 79% extension now on ES. Did tap into equilibrium and 79% extension. Get rid of this. Yep, this trade's done. going higher. I feel more confident once we tap into one of these two. Unless we make an SMT right here, where this comes, takes the high, here's to take the high. I don't want this to go higher. If this goes lower, then we're in the money. Yeah, it's done. It's already taken it. Still early, it's only 3:17. Still going till 5. Can't see a break or structure of this low, or this low. Make it orange for break or structures. Yellow, you can't really see it. Or we could just see nothing from this. Regardless, I'm only back in literally 2 seconds. Watch markets for me. Alright, I'm back. Still haven't got that. Tap into that hourly bit belly gap. And we come so close. I'm not going to take an entry unless we tap into it. Because of how close we've come. Because I feel like in the past I've taken trades so close to a POI just to get stopped out and for it to end up tapping into that POI, which I marked out. If this candle closes bullish, we'll move our thing break our structure up there. And we could see our SMT with high, low, high, high. That's what I want to see, honestly. I feel like if we come so high up, equilibrium, I want it until we tap into equilibrium. Or at the end of the day, we're just going to keep pushing higher and higher. So maybe I was wrong with my bias, but I feel like I was correct with my bias. It's just taking us a while, and there was a lot of space to cover. Take your sweet time. I mean, are we even in a higher timeframe POI at the moment? Jump on the hourly. Consider this an order block, then yes. 4 hour, we are in this 4 hour for value gap, but so close to this 1 hour. Chances of us hitting it is pretty high. 30-minute, still the fair value gap. So if I am going to take sales, I'm going to take it until we can get a tap into unless we create an SMT, and I'll take a trade on ES instead. Well, I guess we're going to have to see. Building liquidity to take it, hopefully. That's what it's doing. And we've got this 2 hour providing gap that we're currently in, which could be respected. But the last hourly high was over here. And the fact that I already disrespected this, the reason I think why we did it is because we wanted to come into this or this, or even push up to equilibrium, or take that high. Can I consider this high? No, a low and then a high. Low, high. Low, high. Could be a breaker structure. That could be considered a breaker structure. I'm still gonna. This just doesn't look. This doesn't look right. If I'm gonna have to sit through it, then I'll just sit through it. Ron told me this is making the low and this is making the high. Finally, well, bullish momentum. The way I see it, if I can say no during backtesting, like I don't want to trade this day, doesn't look good, why would I think that it's a good idea to trade it on live? This hasn't made a high yet, so could be an SMT where 315 high, and then it makes a high on ES and a low on NAS. I still feel like until proved otherwise, this is what it is. That'll be the new low for breaker structure. It's going to be the new low for breaker structure. Although there might actually be an S&T until we have 5-minute confirmation. They both probably will break structure on the 5-minute. And we've still got 4 minutes left of that candle, so could relax for now. Let's sweep the high. If it breaks structure, that's a clean move. This could be the leading index. Low-key one, this one to be the leading one. Why? Because we still haven't taken these highs. So if this shows strong bearish momentum, I'll be happy to take an entry on the ES. ES has shown great respect. For a quick 1 to 3, I don't mind. I mean, it's just until we close bearish and hopefully leave behind a fair value gap, unless we leave behind an order block. 1 minute. You have to consider this whole move. But on here, this will be the order block. If that breaks structure, and this is the order block, that's a nice entry right there. Why? Because it's the move that caused the push up and hopefully the break of structure. So we're going to have to see. And this just came on, still got 2 minutes, don't want to speak too soon. Could be a good trade. And all it cost was patience. See what the 1 minute's doing. We're going to break structure on NAS, and hopefully we're going to break structure here as well. How long left on this 5-minute candle? 1 minute. And when you go this, strong close. Already came into that fair value gap. Next candle, push up, push down. That's it. I look, you need this to break structure as well. Well, it's just going to go up and take out and disrespect the S&T. 40 seconds. I mean, it's not really a make or break. The next candle can break structure. It's not that much of a big problem. If this comes and takes the high, then that's the S&T gone. So I'm going to sit on here. Chances of it taking it, I mean, the way it's looking, quite high. Alright, we didn't break structure, so we have to have another 5 minutes and see what price wants to do. I'm going to sit on here. Just going to see if this takes that high or not. The way it looks, it's going to take the high. That's still the low. Yeah. The more I'm looking at it, the more of a chance. This SMT is not really an SMT. Leave that one marked for now and see if price comes and takes. Let's go down now. A minute left on this candle. 1 minute still hasn't disrespected the 1 minute fair value gap. 1 minute has created this BPR. So it's like from there to there. Hasn't disrespected it. If we dump from here, then we're going to be so good. This could be a good day to start. Just needs to keep going the other way. Come on. Don't disrespect that SMT. Once this breaks structure the downside, I'm looking for an entry on US, ES, I'm not saying US, ES. This just needs to stay bearish and stay strong. I'm not going to go inside, you know why? Because we had this whole move down just for it to close all the way up there. So I mean, you can consider this over there, the breaker structure, but I want to consider this here. So I can consider an order block as well. There's 3 minutes left on this candle. Let's see how it closes. Over here, type in MES. Make sure we're on MES, 10 contracts, okay. So, okay, that's looking very good. That's very clean, get rid of that. We just gotta close where we are, and I'm happy. 1 minute 47 seconds. This might be the move that we've been waiting for. It's only 3:43. See how that candle closes. Got this 1 minute fair value gap. Mark out equilibrium of the range. That's equilibrium for now. That's 79.70. Actually, wait. Not 17. Actually, we'll mark out as 70. Five minute? Yes, we broke structure on the 5 minute for NADs. I want an entry on ES. I'm going to retrace them back into this 5 minute order block. Let's get a push back into here, shall we? In the 1 minute, this is the value that one I'm tapping into, and a strong close out of it. Equilibrium, that's equilibrium. Just tap into equilibrium. I want to tap into this 1 minute fair value. Come on. Already tapped into equilibrium, we can get rid of that. We'll see once we get a strong close out there. You're going to have to enter a strong close out there. Okay, we got a tap in. Come close all the way down here. Nas pushing higher. Going further into this 5 minute order block. Seems like there was many news. Still haven't disrespected this SMT. $3.45 and $3.15. $3.45, $3.15. Might be a quick stop loss. Could be a quick loss for 250 or a nice take profit. Guess we're gonna have to see. One second, let me see if we... No, not really. Could be a loss of 250 today. We're gonna have to see. Hopefully not, because we did get this SMT with this 1 minute inverse. On the 5 minute, what do we have? We have a 5 minute breaker structure right there. That's a 5 minute breaker structure. I should be risking 2%, no, 1% of the account, but I'm only risking 0.25. I mean, that's the problem with trading micros. I'm going to see how NQ is. NQ is strongly bearish. If I did enter on NQ, I would be in profit right now. This is where I would have entered for NQ. Stops there, targeting my 1 to 3. I'll be probably a break around the entry area. There we go. That would be my trade for NQ. The fact that we're playing around in here, it's not making me very strong. Could be a stop loss, and I feel like it will be a stop loss. At least I'm only risking 250 of the account. Yeah, most likely a stop loss if you look at NQ. We're back in drawdown. I still feel like it's a very strong trade, so it still could reverse. Why? Because we created bearish SMT, came back into a 1 minute inverse, as well as sweeping highs. Maybe I was early for the trade. I guess we'll see. Yeah, it's a stop loss. So I feel the trade setup was good. I like the trade setup. Imagine we get a reversal from here. That'll be like the deepest reversal. Stop should have been above there. Should have, could have. One second, where are my stops up there? Okay. 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 We're back in profit. Spoke too soon. Shouldn't come higher than that. Oh my days. Came back into equilibrium and a strong close out of there. Yes, GG's. There it is. Down 135. I mean, thank God I wasn't risking the 1%. My stops were above there. That would have been good for now. On the 5 minute, what do we have? Absolutely nothing. So you can get a possible re-entry. Or we'll just see what price wants to do. Stop should have been up there. I think my mistake was I didn't enter. I didn't have anything on there. 5 minute. No way, if I took the last trade, I would have stayed in. I'm not going to have to wait until we got something on the 5 minute. This is terrible price action. Loki shouldn't have entered. At the end of the day, what's happened has happened. And now because we tapped into this, is it a 5 minute or 1 minute? 1 minute. Got that 1 minute fair value gap. And we just invest this fair value gap. Tap back into it. What am I doing? I need to sell on the 5 minute until we see something on the 5 minute. And we've still got that 5 minute order block, do we? No. It hasn't broken structure for it to be considered a 5 minute order block. Leave that there for now until we break structure to the downside. I'm down to 257. And I can't reach that much. This was the trade I would have taken. Terrible price action. What time is it? 4 o'clock. I might just take the L and call it a day. I mean, I lost 257 today. Not a crazy amount. I still have quite a bit of space. Performance down 135 only. At least I took a win there. Yeah, I'm just going to take that L. I'm going to go update my trading journal. And yeah, call it a day. I'll be back. For you guys, I'll be back in 2 seconds. For me, I'll be back in a couple minutes. Peace. For now, at least. Alright, I have re-entered. I saw a setup that was clean and decided to enter. Let me show you the setup. This was it. We tapped into 1 minute. Let me show you the 5 minute first. Let's get rid of all of this. On the 5 minute, we left behind this 5 minute fair value gap. What did we do? We came into the 5 minute, deeply into the 5 minute, but we still closed below the 5 minute. On the 1 minute, we were within equilibrium and we tapped into the 70.5. Strong close out there. I waited until the 5 minute candle closed and then we're in. My stops are above this high. Maybe I shouldn't have re-entered. Looks like today is going to be a terrible day for me. I was literally mid-writing my out of this. We did break structure on the 5 minute as well. That's what made me want to enter. And it's like I'm going to be losing quite a bit today. I feel like this low-key is a bit of revenge trading, and that is not good whatsoever at all. On the 5 minute, we have to close below this 5 minute fair value gap, or it's a problem. Go 40 seconds. Oh, and I've been stopped out. Lost 653. Down 500 for the day, so 0.5%. This was an accident. I closed straight away. Down 653 for the day. Oh, I ended up blowing this account due to. Don't say I got taken out by spreads. I got taken out by a pip. Oh my days, my stop should have been a bit higher. Don't piss me off. So if this goes and hits full take profit, I'm gonna lose my mind. Anyway, I'm going to be going back to typing my journal, and I'll be sure to add this in. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Alright, when I'm done with my trade recap, or trade journal, whatever, we were trading ES today. Bias was bearish. Confluence for the first trade was liquidity sweep, multi time frame backing, equilibrium, fair value gap, inverse fair value gap, and SMT. The date was August 4th, 2024. Outcome was a loss. Overall loss was $653.30. Risk reward was 1 to 3. Session was New York AM. We're going to make this a C just because of what I done. This was the first trade. This was a good enough trade to take. If my stops were above here, I think we would be in profit right now. I mean, wouldn't be stopped out. Price hasn't come to that high yet. Anyway, psychology during the trade and trade day recap. 2 out of 10. Today was my first actual trade on the evaluation account, and it didn't go how I wanted. I took an initial $257 loss after a low key rush entry. While I did have confluences backing me, including high time frame liquidity, 15-minute fair value gap, equilibrium, a 1-minute I-FVG with a strong close, a strong bearish close, plus an S&T. ES made a higher high, while NQ made a lower high. I skipped waiting for a clean 5-minute confluence. On top of that, my sell was placed too tight. Where it's been placed over there, that's too tight. If it was placed up there, as I mentioned, we would have been still in the trade. If I put it above the previous high, I would still be in the trade around entry. The bias itself was correct, but poor execution cost me. But what really stings is the revenge trade after the loss. While typing my journal, I convinced myself it was a good idea to re-enter on a mid-quality setup that cost me another $387. I know my system works, and when I actually follow it. So this is frustrating. I need to stop giving in to the urge to make it back. Today is a painful reminder that sticking to my trading plan is the only way forward. Honestly, I can't be going back to revenge trading. I mean, yes, I'd even lose 1% of the account, but that's still a lot. I mean, overall, if you look at one thing, this is where I would be at if my stops were above here. Alright, let's see account. I'm down 500, so 0.5% of the account, meaning I've only got another 2.5 until the account's blown. Over here, that doesn't matter, that doesn't count. So, this was the initial loss. Yes, I took the loss. It was on me, yes. But these two should have never happened. I mean, yes, price action wasn't the best today. We should pushed up and just started consolidating for the longest time. So, after that first loss of that 250, I should have been happy that it was a more, and I should have called it a day. But what did I do? I wanted to get my profits back. Horrible price action, and this is what I should have done. I should have locked myself out to begin with, meaning I can't enter trades. Probably get stopped out if my stops were up there. So if you come back over here, overall we're down 531.30 as you saw. Calendar win ratio, 1 win, 1 loss. We're at break even. Nope, we're not at break even because what I done, I revenge traded, and that clearly cost me a lot. So tomorrow we're gonna have to lock in. I think tomorrow I'm just gonna risk 1% to begin with, so that I don't have. And the second I either hit break even, take profit, or stop loss, I'm locking myself out, which I should have done. So we're going to do that straight away. and we're going to risk 1% tomorrow, so we're not going to be taking too long. Yeah, other than that, thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your day. I hope you guys don't revenge trade. It's not a good feeling. And yeah, thanks for watching. Peace out.